Business can be a lonely game, but it doesn't have to be. Welcome to Boutique Chat, where we explore community over competition and how to scale your company with the balance and the happiness that we all seek. We'll hear from product-based businesses of all types, retailers, e-commerce and wholesale brands, along with industry experts shaping the future of our industry. I'm your host, Ashley Alderson from the Boutique Hub, and I can't wait to chat. Hi, friends. All right, welcome back to 5 Minute Friday. This is an important 5 Minute Friday because I know that many of you joined me this week in person in Dallas at the Boutique Summit. And even more of you logged in and watched it online, or maybe you're waiting for all the replays so you can watch it. You can still get access to the replays. Don't worry, I've got the link linked up for you in today's show notes in case you don't want to miss what happened this week in Dallas because it was incredible. So here's today's episode. I thought it was really timely, and I wanted to just share some tips with you on how to get the most out of attending events and conferences once you get home. So I've attended so many events and business conferences in my day, and there's been times where I've went and I've come back home and I remember feeling like, man, when I was in person, I was so inspired. I had so many ideas and I was ready to like take on the world. But then I get home and like the real world just like slaps me across the face. And then I feel like I don't actually get the things done that I was so motivated to do when I was there in person. So here's a couple of quick tips that I've learned just by trial and error. And hopefully some of these things can help you as well to get the most out of the information that you learn this week or from the next business conference that you attend. All right, so here's the first thing. I know you have a notebook full of notes. Again, whether you were there in person or whether you watched online or again, any conference you attend, you got notes. So here's how I like to attack my notebook. First, I like to circle the things that I'm like, oh, that's good. I took a lot of notes and there's things that are like, oh yeah, that's a good reminder. But the things that I'm like, oh, that's important. I need to remember that. I'm going to circle those things. After I go through a couple of pages of circling, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look for the things that are actions. They're things that I must do. I need to take action and follow up on them. And I star all of those things. Then I'm going to open a new notebook paper. And step 3 is I'm going to go look at all the things I starred, which might be a lot. It might be really overwhelming, but I'm going to start to prioritize all of my stars. I'm going to add in order in a running to-do list numbered 1 through 10 or 1 through 50, whatever these things are. And then I'm going to assign dates behind them. Like this is, I need to do it this week. Next in the list is I need to do it this month. After that is this quarter, next quarter, fourth quarter, next year, or it's a big picture idea that I need to take action on. That's going to help you actually absorb and put some accountability behind the things you learn so you can actually see them come to fruition in your business. All right. Now you might also, not only have taken notes in your notebook, but sometimes when I'm learning through a podcast or a book or something else, I also have notes in maybe my notes app. What's been helpful for me is to create one master space where all of my notes and my lessons and my good ideas go. For me, it's a Google Doc. I know some people hate Google Docs. I just love them. So I'll take the notebook that I had at the event and I'll transpose that list and those big things I need to remember into that overall Google Doc. Same with my notes app. If I'm listening to a podcast on the go, I'll take all those things from my notes app and I'll put it into the Google Doc. So that way when I'm like, oh, I just need a fresh idea or a fresh perspective, I have all of this knowledge I've compiled from all these different amazing people in this Google Doc. So create whatever your master space is, or you'll be left with like a gazillion notebooks around your office that you really never go back and look at again. All right, next tip I want to give you is once you've got that clear prioritized list, you've got your notes organized into some master location, tell someone. Find somebody, your best friend, your crazy aunt, your spouse, your kid, your coworker, doesn't matter, your business bestie. Find someone and tell them what you learned. Because there is something about the audibility of this and your brain recognizing and transposing what you put on paper from what you learned, right, through hearing, to then taking it, working it through your brain and speaking it to the next person. You're going to learn totally different from the things that you're speaking out loud. So once you have the notes, tell someone, speak them out loud. Then the last step is put a date on the calendar to review those notes. So what are the biggest things you needed to take action on? Set a date on the calendar. It might be a month down the road. It might be 3 months down the road, but come back and make a date to review what you learned so you can continue to make sure that you're taking action on the most important items. All right. I hope that was helpful. I can't wait to see you guys hopefully at the very next boutique summit, or maybe it's a retreat or an event that we're hosting. But you guys, to everyone who showed up, seriously, this week was so incredible. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to get to share your space. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching online. And thank you for being a part of our community at the Boutique Hub. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening to 5 Minute Friday. Make sure to subscribe, leave a rating and review, share this on Instagram and tag me at AJ Alderson or the Boutique Hub. I can't wait to see what you're doing and what actions you take when you listen to 5 Minute Friday and the Boutique Chat podcast. So have a great rest of your week, guys. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you took away all kinds of nuggets and new ideas from this week's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a rating and review. We love to hear your feedback and give you a chance to be featured on the show each and every week. For more information on our spirit of community over competition and to access guest downloads and bonuses and all the resources we talked about on the show, head on over to theboutiquehub.com and join the community. We'll see you next week.